the diamond seafood.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok.
There we go. Mic check. Y'all got me now? Y'all got me now? Somebody say, put me in the game, coach. Dang, I done gave y'all a whole. I done gave y'all a whole doggone. I done gave y'all a whole. Hey, we back in it, dog. We back in it. I was just telling y'all, man. Glad that y'all are here. Glad to see everybody in the chat. Listen, tonight I am excited, and I'm crazy. It's crazy that I'm talking to y'all now, right? That I finally got y'all. I'm finally looking at my chat. I was getting TikTok set up, but TikTok, it's crazy that I got y'all here because I was giving y'all some props. TikTok. We got viewers tapping in on TikTok. We good now, right? We thumbs up. We good. Okay, now we got you. Okay, so it's crazy. Y'all don't laugh too hard. But I was hyped because we had a crazy good gaming stream today on TikTok. If you don't tap in on TikTok streams, the lives on over there, they really get fun. They get animated. I mean, everything is fun. The other fan bases, it's a lot of Ohio State, Oregon, Michigan, different fans coming on the TikTok stream while we're gaming. And they talk trash. It is good trash talking. We got a lot of subscribers for them. We got 24 new subscribers, followers on TikTok. And then we got 7 new subscribers in the stream from TikTok to YouTube on Coach Smook channel. So on this channel here, so we really growing. We using it to network and grow. He said, I'm going to have to start over. Yeah, I'm starting over. And so I was saying I was just excited because I was looking at the playback from the gaming channel. I was able to record it in the full view. And I was asking Jordan and Zach, I was like, man, don't y'all like how the full view look on TikTok? And I was like, yeah, we're going to keep doing it like that. And the chat on the top left, clean, man. It all look clean. So, and then we got the lighting fixed for now. I know y'all like the backdrop, man. We got the backdrop stay. Y'all see, we ain't got no shadow tonight. You know what I'm saying? So we doing things the right way over here. Gonna try to keep it going. What we got tonight, man? Topics of conversation. Everybody just texting me. I'm muted. My phone ain't even on. It just plugged back up and doggone charge back up. We got a lot of stuff going on, man. Got a text from a current visitor on campus at the University of Alabama. If you were in TikTok stream, you probably know who it is. Got a text, got a phone call. We're gonna have a conversation tomorrow. Gonna be some bombs dropped. I'm thinking maybe might have some smoke scoop tomorrow, but really just to check in. Good to see the families pull up and enjoying themselves tonight. Tonight is going to be like the outing for the grown folks. So it's going to be it's going to be a vibe tomorrow. Actually we might be working something. It might be something in the works. Got some people tapping in, trying to rock with your boy and really support us and get us on site, man. Get us on site. So make sure we ready. Make sure we ready to do what we got to do. All right. So now what I was talking about is the TikTok chat is challenging the YouTube chat. That's the drama we got right now. We got the TikTok chat is challenging the YouTube chat. Now, the only permitted AAA family member from YouTube that's able to go to TikTok is going to be Big Homie. He's been the only moderator. You know what I'm saying? He been the only one over there. You know what I'm saying? Zach said, you know what I'm saying? But nah, we're gonna let Big Homie go over there and help moderate and get that community together so he can start building more mods over there. And YouTube mods, we got a little challenge, right? Now YouTube, y'all got a head start. Y'all know how this thing run. Zach, Jordan, all y'all, Megan, everybody over here know how this run over here on YouTube. Y'all, we're gonna take the next month, the month of July. We're gonna do like a growth thing. We're gonna do like a growth thing on both sides when we're streaming the call-in shows and everything like that. And we're going to start seeing how many people we're going to start retaining, and we'll find a way to scale it. And we're going to do a competition, and then at the end of the month, we're going to do a giveaway for both sides, a TikTok giveaway and a YouTube giveaway for new subscribers, new followers. That's just a way to grow the community and continue to spread the Coach Smook Network and how we're covering college football, college athletics, and high school athletics, man. I know y'all missed out on the we didn't do the highlight show. We have a new idea that myself and Halltech are going to be presenting next week. It will be pre-recorded. And we're going to give each player a segmented, 8 to 10 minute clip, a review, and start lining it up on Hall Takes. I'm trying to get him to go ahead and crank his YouTube page back up. He does some great work, man. As a matter of fact, y'all give it up for Hall Tech Sports, man. If you're in the state of Alabama and you looking for some good coverage and some good exposure for your younger athletes in the football space, check out Hall Tech Sports, man. He provides good coverage and can point you in the right direction of where your kid can go to get trained where they can get some development, what schools are looking for what, where a good fit, all of that good stuff, culture, all that stuff. He's very well versed on that. Check him out on YouTube, Hall Tech Sports 1, or is it Hall Tech 1_? It's Hall Tech 1_, I think. Go check him out. That's my bro. Tap in with him. And then Coach L, Coach Daniels, all the guys that we've networked with over this past year, man. And things are really kicking right now. We're going to be making some in-person appearances and getting some content around all these guys. Just trying to spread the word. Spread the word about where your child can go to get better. So, and yeah, we're talking college football tonight, SEC football tonight, man. Listen, we've been watching social media for a few weeks now, right? We've been watching social media for a few weeks, and it's a lot of talk. It's a lot of chatter. It's a lot of chirping between fan bases. We know you have your in the fan base drama, right? But then you also have like the chatter from the other fan bases, and man, it's some SEC teams, some fans is barking and mooing and all this other stuff a little too loud. You know what I'm saying? Barking and mooing a little too loud. They out here getting stuck in tree barking stuff with their horns and stuff, putting their foot in their mouth, biting off more than they could chew. Once again, Texas fans, yes, I'm talking to you. And then the barking, of course, you got the Georgia Mutts, is, you know, respectfully, you know what I'm saying, got them over there in Athens barking. They talking, you know, best defense and Gunner got it and all this stuff. We know the truth, man. We know the truth. We know the worries. We know there. We know it, the questions, everything. But we're gonna talk realistic tonight. We're not gonna troll. We're gonna have some good conversation tonight. We're gonna open the phone lines in the second half of the show here at the 45-minute mark. Mary J, we're gonna open up the phone lines and get everybody on the lines. But before that, I got a topic of discussion, man, surrounding Alabama football. And before I get into it, let me make sure we getting the likes up. Yeah, 14 likes on the stream. We got 24 in the chat on YouTube. Hey, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, man. Y'all continue to tap the screen. Facebook, have a reaction on that mug. And also, the phone line is accessible from all platforms. Just understand that only one person can be on the line at a time. When that person is on the line, please refrain from blowing up the phone line. If I see the number pop up too many times, we're going to go ahead and block it so you don't continue to interrupt the phone call. All right? Continue to support. All right? Let's go, man. Hey, so we got a monetization. Okay, we good. We set, Mary J. So tonight, we got to have our conversation about Alabama's future, man. Right now, what does the season look like, right? What does the season look like? We've been talking about our recruiting class. We've been talking about the expectations of this season. But who are the key players that are really going to help us achieve those expectations? We did some players, breakout players, most improved, return, most important return player. You know, all of those topics this morning. But let's kind of get into the particulars of the guys that I really feel like are really going to be the impact guys. Not necessarily big plays guys, but their consistency will be the reason why this team can have an identity. And I'm gonna start in the quarterback room, and I'm gonna tell y'all this because it doesn't have to be a thing like because he's the starter. It's just because the level of competition he's going to bring to this room, and it's going to be Keelan Russell. The type of tragedy that young man just went through, the perseverance he's displaying right now, the strength that he's displaying, that's going to propel everybody around him, man. To see him show up every day. But then not just from an inspirational aspect. We know the young man is skilled. We know this young man is not coming to Alabama to be a backup quarterback. If he can play as a true freshman and contribute, he's going to take that opportunity. And if he continues to improve like he was in the spring, I don't see no reason why he doesn't get opportunities during the season. It would not be crazy to see Alabama, Ryan Grubb and Kalen DeBoer, that staff, utilize a dual quarterback system sparingly for situational purposes. It wouldn't be crazy to see that. So we're going to kind of talk about some of the guys that some of the particulars there, some of the people that's going to kind of highlight and be like your consistents, right? And it's going to be some names that we didn't mention this morning also. So we'll get into that. Then also, second half of the show, we're going to talk about not the second half, but the second 15 minutes of it. We're going to talk about the top 5 SEC teams and the bottom 5. All right, not the middle tier. I don't think there's really a team that's like really there. I think you got a top 7 or 8 where 4 out of the 8, 5 out of the 8 are separating themselves, and then you got the bottom 8 where the bottom 5 are just garbage. So we're gonna reveal those. We're gonna talk about those, and I hope I don't offend nobody, and I hope I don't freaking gas nobody up too, because one of these names is gonna make me sick. It's gonna make me sick. So, with that being said, man, listen, y'all know what time it is. Somebody say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's get into it, baby. You're talking about Jalen Miro and the Pips? The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
Not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Let's get it. All right. So check this out, man. We're gonna start this off with some flashy lights type stuff. We just gonna talk about it, right? We're gonna talk about it. Alabama impact players, guys, consistency. I'm telling you, consistency. The consistent personnel that we want to talk about today. Let's start on the defensive side. Y'all know I'm an offensive guy. Y'all know I love my wide receivers, but let's start on the defensive side. All right. Let's start in the secondary. Somebody that popped on the scene last year and literally from the moment they touched the field and had to play impact role, just every play. Very rarely saw him out of position. It's none other than Bray Hubbard, man. Y'all know who it is. Bray Hubbard. Give it up for my guy. Listen, the second year, rotational guy. I think he's a starter this year, but this year I really saw that confidence blossom. I never had any doubt that Bray would be able to transition into the collegiate level, even in the SEC, and be a solid defensive back. He was an athlete in high school, played both sides of the ball. You see what he does when the ball is in the air. Got great hands for a safety. Come down, play physical, run gap, run fits, all that good stuff, right? So Bray Hubbard, he's going to be my number one guy, one of the more consistent of this, and only because this is a system that kind of fits his skill set. I don't think people realize that everybody in Alabama secondary, I don't believe that each DB can go to any system and thrive. I think a more complex system like Coach Saban had, guys like Damani Jackson, guys like Keon Sapp, who are perceived as these in-depth, high-end, top tier players, put them in situations to where they have to overthink, and you take away from their ability to go out there and be elite athletes, right? And contribute to the game. Fly around, play fast, be athletes, use your instincts. Well, Kane Womack brings in a system that truly invites that. That's what he does. He brings in a system that truly invites that. So when you transition true freshmen into the lineup, right? And you put them in a position and say, okay, here, go out there. We're bandit here, bandit cover row, drop 8L, whatever the call is. When you throw them out there to do it, it's smooth because they're used to it. They've been doing it since they were sophomore, junior in high school. They've seen versions of it in 7-on-7 travel ball, all of these different aspects. So I look at it and I say, Bray Hubbard, the way he was able to turn over, and not just him, he's the guy in the secondary that I want to highlight. We can honestly say that for all of the secondary, if we want to be honest. Alabama fan, what's going on? Lady Town, what's going on? Hey, y'all keep tapping that screen over there on TikTok, man. I appreciate y'all for real. For real, y'all doing some love over there. I see y'all 13. Okay, let's go. All right, so with that being said, though, I think Bray Hubbard, he's like the consistent of the secondary. If he's going well, I think everybody else around him is going well. Being that he plays at that one high spot sometimes, but really more solid in the box, more of a contribution in the box because of how good of a cover he is, how quick he diagnoses run fits. It's like he's a solid, fourth linebacker on the field. Fourth linebacker on the field that can provide you that defensive back type of versatility. So looking at all of that, factoring that all in, that's Bray Hubbard. Secondly, on the defense, we're gonna get one from each level in the linebacker room. I know we like to talk about the young guys, man, how excited we are about the young guys, but the consistent impact in that inside linebacker room, I'm going to have to lean more towards Justin Jefferson. I think Justin Jefferson was kind of handcuffed last year, being that he was kind of like the third guy in the rotation. And when he finally got out there and was thrown into the fire, I think it started happening too late, but they started to trust him with a lot more than what they thought they could trust him with. All right, because let's be honest, it was like some confusion from Coach Saban's system, right, that he came into and got recruited into, and he was kind of behind the power curve on that. So kind of trying to remove that mentality to still be on that mind track of thinking. You see why he started to blossom when it was time for him to blossom after Lawson got injured. So I look at it and I say, man, this is one of those things where Alabama is fit right now. Nakai Hill-Green comes in from the portal. You saw how much production he provided at Colorado. Can that translate to the SEC? He has the size of the frame. I think he has the speed, the skill sets. He can drop in coverage. He's a great run fit. I think he was second in tackles at Colorado behind Shiloh. Shiloh was number 2, so he was third. You get what I'm saying? What's up, Jack? Good to see you, my boy. Hey, Jack in the building. Y'all know it's a night now, man. Y'all know it's a night. Hey, run them likes up in the chat. We had 20 likes on the stream. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. 30 in the chat. Appreciate y'all for showing love tonight on YouTube. Twitter. I know y'all over there getting live, man. Tap in on YouTube. Tap in on YouTube or TikTok. Coach Smook on TikTok. Coach Smook on YouTube. We got the live call-in show. Phone lines opening up in about 15, 20 minutes. 20 minutes, we about to open them phone lines, all right? 35-minute mark, right? Yep, 35-minute mark. So we got about 11 minutes. So I talked about the secondary. We said Bray Hubbard in the middle of that defense, Justin Jefferson. Just be the complete linebacker that we need you to be, because I'm telling you right now, there's a group of young guys, a red shirt freshman in QB Reese and a true freshman in Abdul Sanders that's ready to get some reps. There's a hungry Caden Jones looking for any slight opportunity to showcase his value, because I think he's the odd man out right now. Just by pure entry depth, all of that stuff having to miss time. You kind of slide down the depth chart when you continue to reload, and that's what Bama's about, reloading. So that's that at the second the second level. You're talking about Justin Jefferson being the consistent. And in the trenches, man, somebody that's been popping, that kind of was on the scene all year last year. If you really go back and look at the game film, 94 was a game record. 94 was a game record. Jordan Renard. I'm excited about this year for Jordan Renard. I think because he's draft eligible after this year. I believe he's a redshirt sophomore. If Jordan Renard goes off and has somewhat of a Christian Barmore type season, playing in between that tackle and that bandit position, being a true DN and showing his versatility as a true tackle, a true defensive tackle, interior defensive lineman, and showing his versatility by being able to slide out to the edge and show his track, man. Him, Jeremiah Beeman, I couldn't really pick one in the defensive front, honestly, because I think the unleashing of Edric Hill, Jeremiah Beeman, and Jordan Renard, the unleashing of those three is going to set guys like Justin Hill, Quay Russaw, Keon Keeley, LT Overton, John Latham, Yanzi Pierre, Noah Carter. It's going to set those guys loose, man. It's going to be hard to block this defensive front, and you're talking about going 2 or 3 deep. And then you gotta deal with these short, freaking round mound, big tree bark built defensive no guard tackles in the middle, and Tim Keenan and Asaya Faga and Mduma, all these 6'2", 6'3", 320-pound freaking slippery slope bar dudes. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. How they gonna do it? How they gonna do it? It's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard to block against Alabama's front. I'm telling y'all right now. So that front, I couldn't really pick one. I think it's gonna be a dominance by committee. I think we're gonna experience what Georgia was able to experience like 2 or 3 years ago, I believe, with Jordan Davidson and all those guys, and then they followed it up with the other kid, other big boy, Stackhouse and all them. Y'all remember that? Georgia had that dominant defensive. That front seven was nasty. Rush defense gonna be a front six type deal, to where you could put extra assets in the secondary for coverage and just lock down, box everything up. Chat, I'm hyped tonight, man. I don't know about y'all. I got big guns ready. I'm ready to shoot. I'm ready to shoot, man. Fall can't get here fast enough. August 30th cannot get here fast enough, chat. I'm telling y'all. Is my sound out again, or are we good? Are we good, chat? I always say we good. Okay, we good. So, diving into it, on the opposite side of the ball, we're on the offensive side, and we said we're gonna change it up at 35, 7 minutes. So on the offensive side of the ball, let's start at the offensive line. I think the most important, consistent person on the offensive line that's going to make this offensive line move and beat, surprisingly, I honestly think you got to split it between Roberts and Parker Brailsford. And I'm not saying this because of just the seniority But you look at what's returning and what's behind those guys. You got personality matches behind them. Waldrop and Brailsford, like I look at their playing style. I think Waldrop would be the next center there, right? You look where the left guard is, Cam Dewberry. Right behind him, Rock Montgomery. Olis Alanin, those guys right there. Similar personalities and traits when you talk about filling those positions. So I look at the personality and the characteristics of the center and the right guard, and I'm looking at Mal Waldrop and presumably Michael Carroll in the near future at that right guard position, right? And I look at the mentality. Michael Carroll, Jaden Roberts, both nasty, beastly, big dudes, just pure mammoth strength, right? And I say that duo of the right side of the offensive line, and then you got to translate that. You got to translate that energy. You got to give some of that. You got to give some of that energy to the right tackle in Wick and Formby, the guy that I think is on the uptrend. I think we're really going to see how good of a prospect Wick and Formby was, like we started seeing towards the end of last season, right? So Parker Brailsford and Jaden Roberts, those two together. And I don't think people really see the value in Parker Brailsford and what he does. That size he put on, he's a true 300 now. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold it throughout the season. It'll be interesting to see if he can stay a true 300 during the season. But you can see the size on him, And I want to see how he moves with that. I want to see how he moves with that because a lot of people feel like his frame can carry 315, 320. I think 300, 305 is probably the safest bet for him this season. Especially with the offense, we want to be going full speed. All right. Wide receiver room. I got 5 minutes. Wide receivers. Let's not do wide receivers. Yeah, let's do wide receivers. Wide receivers. Can I do 2 wide receivers, chat? Can I do 2 wide receivers? Thank you. Thank you all for letting me do 2 wide receivers. I think the tandem of Ryan Williams, Rico Scott will be lethal. Ryan Williams, Rico Scott. And the reason I say this is a lot of people, I think Latsier, anytime he's on the field, is going to be a problem, right? I think Isaiah Horton's going to be a mismatch problem one-on-one. But I'm talking about like the consistent problem for defenses when it comes to defending our passing game. I think it's going to come when you see Ryan Williams and Rico Scott in that tandem, that duo, whether it's Williams in the slot, Rico Scott at the Z, vice versa, motion action, the jet sweep action. We've seen Rico Scott in the jet sweep action last year against Michigan last season. Right, we seen Ryan Williams in the jet action last season. I think you utilize that because you're going to have multiple assets that you can utilize in that space. Antoine Thomas said Ryan Williams and Jalen Hell. I almost went with Jalen Hell, but with Jalen Hell being at the X position, I think we see how much of a one-on-one mismatch Jalen Hell is. That was going to be a hot take I was going to give. I think this year we're going to see Jalen Hell really showcase his skill set at the wide receiver position. Good enough to earn him early, mid-second round draft stock. Eligible draft candidate right there. I think so. With Jalen Hell, Jeremy Bernard, Isaiah Horton on this roster. Yes, I think all the other guys around him, I think he will be able to put in a good draft stock year. Because you're looking at a guy like Jalen Hell, he's already experienced 2 major injuries that have kept him out for basically 2 seasons here at Alabama. All he needs is one good year. One good year. Eligibility, I think he's good. I think Coach Smook, this wide receivers core can do damage to defensive teams. 100%, Jack. I think the core as a whole is going to be nasty, right? I think we'll go 6 deep as far as rotation. Wide receivers 5 and 6, maybe 3 to 6 reps a game, right? With the offense running 68 to 72 plays a game, right? That's the target. So Coach Smook, I just got done watching. Stop it. No, I'm not. Hey, I'm not putting your comments back up. What's up, Big Orange? Welcome in, though, bro. Yeah. God is good. All the time. God is good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but wide receivers, Rico Scott, Ryan Williams, love them. That duo, I think, is going to be one of the nasty things. Now, can I do a caveat to that too? I think Marshall Pritchett is about to come on the scene and really shake it up. Like, I feel like he might have what's the boy that just came from Georgia? The tight end that just came from Georgia? What's my boy name? Big Orange, don't you? Proctor is healthy. Yeah, everybody's healthy, man. Everybody had their little off-season, little surgeries and things, cleanups and all that stuff. Oh, man.
Oh man. But nah, not that one. But hey y'all, we got 25 likes on YouTube already. Man, let's go. Turn up one time, man. Hey, somebody say it. Say, put me in the game. What's put me in the game, coach? Somebody get them in the game, man. Y'all having some fun tonight. What's up, Corey? Roll with my brother. Say, put me in the game, Corey. That boy Corey got that wristband too. Walter is here. Brock Bowers, that's the man. Walter, what's good, man? Good to see you again. Walter's one of our newer members, chat. Brock Bowers. I feel like Marsha Pritchett might pop on the scene and have a Brock Bowers type freshman year. I don't think the numbers will be there. Right? I don't think he'll hit the 500, 600 mark as far as receiving yards. I think a solid 300, 25, 30 reception year, maybe, right? You talking about a tight end getting maybe 6 to 9 targets in this scheme. The tight end room getting 6 to 9. Marsha probably going to be primary around week 4, week 5. Right, you're gonna see him start to get his reps. Him, and I think Jay Lindsey climbing that depth chart. Josh Cuevas is going to be a serviceable, solid receiving tight end, more of your complete tight end. I think Marsha Pritchett is going to be utilizing that. And him and Caleb Edwards, man, and Jay Lindsey in that passing. They really utilized Jay Lindsey this year this spring as an H-back, trying to get him in that physicality there, because that's the only thing that's really been keeping him off field. It's not making plays with the ball in your hands. It's doing the other things that your skill set is supposed to demand. So I like that. The numbers don't got to be there long. He catches the ball. Facts. Juvie said, what it do? What up, Juvie? Man, we got people pulling up. Everybody tapping back in. Hey, football season must. That mud do stink. Y'all know I be having my hot breath on that mud. Damn. Let me hold up. Nah, it don't stink. I'm just playing. Hey, football season must be real close around the corner, y'all. It must be real close around the corner because everybody popping back out here on the Coach Smook Network. So when that phone line pop on, I don't want y'all to get scared and start acting like y'all ain't got nothing to say. Now, let's do this. Let's take this last 5 minutes before we open the phone lines at the 45-minute mark. Mary J, can I get a banner that says, I didn't do the rest of the freaking offense. I'm sorry. Here we go. Quarterback. I already talked about Keelan Russell, right? Running back room, Richard Young. Somebody say it with me. The boy's name is Richard Young. I better not see nobody call him Bill or Bob. His name is Richard Young. That's what I be doing when I'm on the game. When he get big runs for me, I'll be like, Richard. So we got Richard Young, man. I think he's going to be the bell cow for this room. I think Jam Miller is your lead back, right? But I think Richard Young is your all-purpose back. Like when we need to grind it out, that's where his numbers are going to come from. And that's a hard tackle, man. Him, Daniel Hill, all those guys, man, like they're hard to tackle. Even Jam Miller, their frames are hard to bring down, and they run violently. We're seeing a different type of running back physicality, a demand of running back physicality. It's not just bullying people over. You got to be able to get left and right, stick your foot in the ground, generate that force quick, 2-3 steps, boom. You get what I'm saying? And so I think our running back has that. So Richard Young is one that I'm ready to see blossom. I think he's the consistent one of the running back room. And I think you got guys that's going to kind of spell off, right? That spell off. Like I think Daniel Hill's going to have a few big games where he's like an 80-yard back, right? 80 plus. Off of 7 to 10 carries where he just breaks big runs because he's the spell back or big screen plays. I think that's what else is underrated in the or undervalued in our running back room. We got some running backs that got some hands, man. We got some running backs that got some hands. When your true freshman is the one that's kind of struggling with the catching the ball out the backfield, you're in a good position. Jam Miller, Kevin Riley, Daniel Hill, Richard Young. AK dear Dre Washington. I think Dre Washington got bricks for hands too. But that joker is a bowling ball. You better, man, I'm telling you, Dre ain't no wasted motion with that dude. We talking about zone run scheme, inside zone run scheme. Oh, it's gonna be an inside zone run scheme. Shout out to my man Juvie, man, with the $5 super chat. Becoming the co-sponsor of today's stream this week. Becoming the co-sponsor this week on the Coach Smook Network. Mary J, make sure we get that update. I could get the comments for the next few minutes. Make sure we get those banners updated, and we'll do the top 5 and bottom 5 at the 40 minute mark. We'll transition to that and do that little there. So some feedback in the chat, man, and if I got a mod in the chat that has access to do it, put a poll in the chat. Alabama's over under on wins, right? I think right now the number is 7.5. The number is 7.5. Let me go check right now. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Over or under. What's the article? PFF says 7.5. 7.5. Over. Under. Let me go, chat. Let me know. Let's go with ours. I said 9. I said 9 and 3 floor. I said 10 and 2 floor. Let's do 9.5. Here we go. This year. Last year we won 9 games for 9 regular season games. I got the chat. I got the poll in the chat, man. I got a poll in the chat. Let me see if I could give it to you, Jordan. Oh, no, I can't. I got to do it on the back office. So, shout out to the 27 likes in the chat. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Continue to tap that screen on TikTok. Hey, TikTok, this is the moment y'all been waiting for. I've been seeing a bunch of these other fans come in, these Bulldog fans. This is what y'all been waiting for. So, I'm going to go ahead and pull up my, I'm going to pull up this SEC rankings chart. Here we go. Let me see. All right, here we go. I think I'm gonna just use ESPN so we can do it like that. All right, bet. Yeah, this gonna be messed up, chat. I don't want to do this. I do. Let's do it. All right. So check this out. I'm gonna start with my top 5. Okay. And Mary J gonna record it in the back. We're gonna get it in real time, so y'all remember. And we got Zach in the chat. And y'all answer the poll respond to the poll. That's gonna give us some love right there. Get some algo going. Shout out to the 29 likes. Come on, run it like so. We need one more to hit 30. That's another goal, man. We've already hit the 25 like goal for more than a month straight. He said if we don't fall to Georgia, we might not fall at all. And I don't think Georgia can beat us. Corey P, why does everybody keep mentioning Georgia as if that's going to be the team? Shout out to the 30 likes on the stream, man. I don't think the team to beat is Georgia this year. I really think South Carolina is the team that we need to worry about the most. I really do. I really think that South Carolina is the team that we need to worry about the most. And Jack, me neither. I'm not worried about him. Zach, get ready to record my top 5 and my bottom 5. Zach, he was talking about your take on the phone call segment. You heard his feelings, man. You heard your big brother feelings, man. Oh man. Listen. You heard his feelings, man. You heard his feelings. All right. So what we got tonight is top 5, bottom 5. Top 5, bottom 5. All right. Kirby just a new measure. Not even, Corey. Not even. I don't even think so. Because he lost to Kalen DeBoer last year, man. First year SEC head coach. He lost to Kalen DeBoer, man. Come on, bud. Who else they lost to last year? What was Georgia's losses last year, y'all? I forget. I just know we beat them. They always talk about who beat us. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Messiah? Good to see you, bro. Coach. Hey, Jack, don't you speak that truth. Get out of my segment. Get out of my segment, Jack. Jack, I'm gonna respectfully put you in a 20-second timeout for being in my notes. You remember earlier today when I told y'all about the preachers, when my dad be preaching, my mama getting his notes? Jack, you in my notes. But nah, breaking it down, top 5. Number one, respectfully, I'm going to say, coming into this season, the team that I feel is the most equipped to go into the season and defend a number 1 seed in the SEC right now, number 1. And I want y'all to think about this when I say it. I want y'all to think about this when I say it. All right. Alabama. And people going to say why you're a homer, all this. I'm going to tell you why. So last year in the SEC, you had 16 teams. Let's make sure we say this right before we get to doing our dialogue thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, right? 14 teams, right? 16. All right, 14. Is it 16 or 14? Somebody tell me. It's 14, right? So I think Bama's number one because we have the least amount of questions. Alabama has the least amount of questions. We have a big question, quarterback. That's the biggest question. That's the biggest question. If you look across the roster, you have 3 offensive linemen that are projected to go in the first round. 2 projected to go in the first round, 1 projected to go early second. You have another grading very high PFF grades the last 4 games of the season during his team. And then you got the transfer, Cam Dewberry, former 5-star, played great reps at Texas A&M, showing good leverage. And you got depth there, right, at the offensive line. The primary thing you want to have confidence in, I think, is there, right? You got enough snaps returning there. Then you look at the snaps in the wide receiver room. You got Ryan Williams, you got Jeremy Bernard coming back, got Josh Cuevas coming back in that receiver core at the tight end room. A lot of thriving young talent. And then you go in the portal, you get Isaiah Horton. We don't have to talk about that. Jalen Mbakwe comes on the side. You're talking about speed, dynamic, Lacier Brooks, all of these names, Derek Meadows, all of these names. You can go and turn the film on and get wild, but they're coming together and they're coming in a system that fits their skill sets. Transitional football was key in this roster makeup. And to retain everybody that you took through spring practice is going to mean something, chat. Remember, we lost depth in the secondary after spring last year. We lost depth at the wide receiver room after spring last year. The running back room, the linebacker room, the D-line room. We lost depth there. That took quality reps during fall and spring camp. And those guys that had to fill, they came in, they got their live reps, and they transitioned. They started to progress. So I think Alabama's number one. Number 2, I'm going to put LSU right at number 2. LSU, the reason being, I love what they have on the offensive side and the quarterback, Nussmeier. I love what they have interior offensive line, right tackle, left tackle. They're going to figure it out. I know LSU, they're going to figure it out. Left tackle, they're going to figure it out. They got much talent, a lot of talent at the wide receiver room. Maybe some unheard ofs, right? Some questions of when they'll pop, but it's LSU. They develop. The offensive scheme develops. They put their wide receivers in position to be great athletes, right? They got another tight end. Mason Taylor's gone, but they got another tight end there. Athletic guy, he was popping last year. You go in the portal, I think they got a transfer portal tight end. LSU fans in the TikTok chat, tell me, what y'all popping? I got confidence in y'all. Your defense, I think your secondary. I feel like your secondary is going to be a lot more improved this year. You had to play a lot of young guys. You look at that roster now, a lot of former 4-star and 5-star guys that kind of got buried the last year and a half, 2 years, returning in that LSU secondary. Now, finding who that next big linebacker, big guy, do-it-all linebacker is going to be next to Harold Perkins, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be something to find out. But I think you're going to be good up front. I don't think you're going to be great. But your offense is going to be good enough to where your defense doesn't have to be great. Let's just say it like that. Look, the only question for Bama is QB. But Smook, it's a big question. I said that. That's a huge question. But I think what you have around that question, you're confident in that question being answered soon. Week 1, first snap. Now, number 2 is LSU. Number 3, surprises for 3 and 4. And I want y'all to really think on this and really before your hate starts to come out, I want y'all to think on this. Auburn. I really think Auburn is, oh man. Oh shit. I'm about to throw up. Mama, I'm sorry for cussing. Where my water at? Y'all gotta give me a second. That's some. Hold on, man. This digest, bruh. Hold on. Hell nah. We're gonna get through this. We can fight this. We can beat this. We can beat this, chat. We did it before. We can beat this, chat. We can beat this, chat. We can beat this. Pray for me. If you are a praying individual, you need to pray right now. Because I'm about to tell the truth. I'm about to tell the truth. Listen up. Lord have mercy. Whew. Coach Tukes, I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to, Coach. Hey, Jason, I'm just telling the truth, Jason. You're gonna listen. You didn't listen last year when I told you Oklahoma was a 6-6-ish. All right. You ain't gonna like this top 5 either. You're not gonna like this top 5. Number 3, I'm going with Opelika University. All right. I'm going with Opelika University. All right. Respectfully, I'm going with Auburn. Real talk. Let's have some serious conversation. I think Auburn, Hugh Freeze, the situation on the offense is a ticking time bomb, and I mean a good bomb. I really do. I think it's a matter of them catching a stride. And when I look at their schedule, they don't have a schedule that says slow down and figure it out at the beginning of the season. They don't. Let's just be honest. They don't have a schedule that says we have to take our time and figure it out. You can go out there and make as many mistakes as you want the first 3 weeks of the season and look like a product that can scare a defensive coordinator, right? And then get to a game against Oklahoma at Oklahoma, a big emotional game, of course, with Jackson Arnold returning, and really show out because of the offensive confidence that you built up, that false sense of confidence that you built up in the first 3 weeks against Baylor, Ball State, and South Alabama, respectfully. A talented group, a talented team, chat. I'm just telling the truth. Shout out to Bama man for the $4.99 super chat, man. Appreciate y'all. And if we getting gifts on TikTok, man, make sure I get them highlighted in the chat. Big homie, if you over here, bro. My brother said Rico Star 6 from the South. Hey, 6 from the South. Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you, family. Welcome back. Hey, he was in the gaming stream earlier, chat. Shout out to 6 from the South over there on TikTok. We're going to get it set up to where we had a TikTok chat on the screen, man. That jump was very fire. That we had it doing on the TikTok side. We had the chat in the chat room in the locker room. I slick want to let y'all see the locker room scene. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna save it for the we're gonna save it for check them out, Coach. Yeah. But week 1, man, like I said, Auburn, Baylor, Ball State, South Alabama. Then they go to Oklahoma, right? Then they go to Texas A&M. I think Texas A&M might give them a little bit of competition, but I think Auburn has so many weapons. By this time, they're gonna kind of be into their gimmicks, you know, setting up, preparing for that bye week to go into that Georgia game, which I think hosting Georgia is going to be when everybody starts to talk about how real Auburn is. That's the game where we see Auburn really show that Kirby Smart and UGA is in a rebuild, a transitional year, not a rebuild, a transitional year. I think Garner Stackler is going to need one more year. He's going to have a second year to really come in and have that offense under his control. You got a lot of young talent. You got the Branch twins. They might end up coming back for another year, right? So the second year of this group, if you can retain them, Georgia, you'll be good. But this year, Auburn might have your number. I strongly believe that. At Jordan here, place is going to be rocking. If they're a what? 1, 2, 3, 4. If they're a 4-1 team coming into that game or a 5-0 team coming to that game, you better believe that's going to be one of those games where the Georgia players, they're going to remember it, 20, 30 years down the line. And they have talent on both sides of the ball. Auburn does. Their front is good. Their linebackers are good. The secondary is their question, right? Across the board, trash. Let's be real about that. Like, come on now. I'm still here. I still got my mind. I still got my mind. Zay, appreciate that $4.99 super chat, Zay. $4.99 super chat from Zay. That's 3 super chats. No, that's 4. We got 4 super chats on the stream already, right? Or is that 3? Hey, y'all, we need 2 more to hit our goal. We ain't even tried to hit a goal the last couple of streams. We ain't even been tripping. Appreciate every super chatter, every co-sponsor on today's stream, every contributor on TikTok that's tapping the screen, every reaction on Facebook. We about to open this phone line here in about 2 minutes. But then, what's that? I said 1, 2, 3. We got Auburn. Number 4. I got Florida. Coming in at number 4. I really think Florida pops this year. DJ Lagway, he's not going to be one of those 60-point explosive offenses. It's going to be one of those ones where you're going to have to see who pulls up, run game, Florida, or pass game. Whichever one's clicking, you won't be able to stop it, right? You're going to have an offense to keep up with, what Napier and that offensive staff is doing down there, all right? And number 5, man, this one was tough for me because I truly think they will figure it out. I just don't think they'll be as good as they think they will be. And that's Texas. I'm going to have Texas at number 5. I think Archie Manning, all those young receivers that they don't know anything about yet, just spring ball, all the popping that they do in the spring ball. I think the secondary is just as good as they were last year, right? They're going to have to find some pieces in the front. They lost a lot of production from both sides of the ball. Let's talk about that. But they're talented. They have depth and talent at Texas. We're not going to sit here and act like they haven't been recruiting heavy. They've been able to go in the portal and get some good pieces, pick up some good pieces. I think Texas comes in at number 5 because they're going to figure it out week 6, right? Just in time to keep from going, on a 4-8 slide, right? I think they'll be somewhere around 4-3, and they'll be able to spark off a few, win a big one against Georgia in Athens, right? I think maybe a tough game against Oklahoma is really going to set the tone for the rest of their season. And I think that's what, week 4, week 3, week 4. Jason, I know you in here. You mad about that, huh? So that's my top 5: Alabama, LSU, I didn't say South Carolina, Auburn, Florida, and Texas. Remember that, Zach. My bottom 5. Let's start with 14, chat. 14, because it is 14 teams in the SEC, right? It is 14 teams in the SEC. Let's start at the bottom with 14. I think this year, I hate it for him because he's such a good guy. But you're looking at the end of your days down there in Arkansas, Coach. And I don't know what it is, man. Maybe it's just Alabama. I mean, just the spread of the SEC. But I think Arkansas are going to have a hard time this year, man. That's a team that just keeps getting the bad, biting the bad part of the bullet. And the thing is, I think they have a lot of talent across their roster. I think but they're going to go against an Arkansas State team in week 2 that's going to have a fast offense, right? Fast offense. I don't know if their secondary is going to be up to par by week 2 to really showcase that they're dominating. Then they got Ole Miss. They got to go to Ole Miss. Then they got to go to Memphis on the road. Arkansas struggled on the road last year. Then they got Notre Dame coming in town. Then they go to Tennessee. Then they host A&M, which I think should be a good defensive game, right? Then they got to host Auburn, who I think at that time will be rolling. You got a chance against Mississippi State, who they're in my bottom 5 too. LSU at Texas, and then Missouri to end the season. It's just not a good year for Arkansas once again, and the roster is starting to mature. Maybe they pop next year, but not this year. That's number 14. Number 13. I'm going to stick Kentucky right there behind Arkansas. I think we're so used to Kentucky being in that middle rack, that middle of the bunch. I don't think that happens for Kentucky this year. I think they really lack a lot of what they need to really compete in many games. We saw a few guys hit the portal and go there. I don't think you got good character guys to really fit that culture, right? Maybe something changes, but schematically, I don't think they fit the schematics. Your secondary, took a hit this past season, right? This transition, which is key to what made y'all more of a legit team. Your secondary being developed the last 2 or 3 years. Now you lose a lot of that veteran leadership there, or veteran production. Now you transition. Kentucky, I'm gonna put you right there. Number 12. We're gonna throw and respectfully. I don't know what the record would be, but I'm just saying, like, finishing down there in that grapple of ties, of 4-3 ties, or 3-4 tie conference record ties. I think we're going to see. And I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want nobody to think I'm just trolling or anything like that. But I think we're going to see a team like Mississippi State, Vanderbilt. I think we're going to see those teams sneak a few games from teams that should be ahead of them. And I think Ole Miss will be one of those teams. I love Austin Simmons. I think he's going to have a decent year. I think he's going to develop into a great quarterback his second year as a starter. But I don't know if Pete Golden can repeat what he did with that defense last year. He had a lot of veteran guys on that defense last year. The secondary, you had Trey Amos, you had the safety there, you had the other corner on the other side, right? So I don't know. So I'm gonna put Ole Miss right there in the bottom. I don't think they're for real just yet. They're gonna have to really come in and show me. And I think they'll show up 1 or 2 big games and then let us down 2 or 3 big games, right? That's what I feel like LSU going to do. Right behind them at number 11, I'm gonna put Tennessee. I'm gonna put Tennessee right there. I think they're going to figure it out late in the season when they're out of contention. But the ones that they're supposed to win, they'll be in them close enough to where I can't really call 1 or 2 of them. You know, hosting Georgia might be a confidence booster, but I don't think they have the depth. They got such a young team right now. It's going to be a developmental year, and if they could sneak by and win, 3 or 4 games that they're, not supposed to, I think they still only end up with 8 wins. The schedule is not favorable for them. Zay Gaines, we're gonna talk about that. Y'all got the phone line to talk about that. We about to upload the phone line in 2 minutes. And the last but not least, we're talking about the bottom 5. I said what we said: Arkansas, Kentucky. Who we went after Kentucky? It was supposed to be Mississippi State, but I put somebody else in front of them. I said Ole Miss. It was supposed to be Mississippi State. We ain't even got an explanation. Missouri, then Ole Miss. That's what it was. Missouri, then Ole Miss. I think Missouri and Ole Miss are treading on that mid-tier type level. You got the bottom 3, right? They're just Lord help them. And then Missouri and Ole Miss, they're going to be treading, because I think Vanderbilt will get the best of them. Tennessee might get best of those two, and split. Like, it's going to be a lot of mix up there. Now, that middle bunch is teams like, and respectfully, I think Tennessee is right there at the bottom of the middle bunch, that second tier. I think they're right there at the bottom. But right there in the middle, I think you're looking at Oklahoma. I think you're looking at Georgia, right? Because Georgia's going to have, we expect Georgia to have a defense at some point in the season. We expect them to find out what the secondary is going to be early in the season, right? And adjust. I just think they got too many big veteran teams that are ready to pop coming in, and their defense is not going to be ready. So how they handle that, and how Gunnar Stockton develops these wide receivers with all of that talent in that wide receiver core, the running game should be good. I like what's his name? Branson Robinson. I like that young man. Nate Frazier. Is it Nate Frazier? Nate Frazier's the guy now, right? Or is it Branson Robinson? We know Georgia's going to have running backs, besides the point, right? But I just don't think they got enough to really carry that front end of that schedule. And a lot of people going to hate me for it. They're going to think I'm hating. I don't care, man. My thing is, Georgia fans, y'all did all that barking, and y'all still have yet to beat Alabama. Like, why is that? So we'll open the phone lines and let y'all explain that. Like I said, Oklahoma, I think you're closer to being solidified in that second tier, 7-8 win team type year. Material in that office is going to surprise a few teams early, but I think it's going to be something that, later on in the season, when you're seeing more of your experienced defenses, teams will be able to adjust, and it's going to be on him to really showcase that he can adjust. Defensively, I think Brett's going to be straight. They're going to be straight. Can they keep the injury bug out the way? I think that's that, and just developing your secondary. You got, I think, 1 or 2 spots in the secondary. You're trying to find out depth parts there. You develop that. Oklahoma be right on the outside looking in. Because like I said, this is Brett Venables' 4th year, 5th year. It should be just starting to turn over right now. So an 8-win season, a 7-win season, not ideal, but an 8-win season would be more so of a success than what they had last year. Because they were 2 games away from winning 8 games last year. They were in those 2 games that they lost. So Oklahoma should be a little bit more set. I spoke on Florida. We talked about Texas, Kentucky. I think that covers everybody. So with that being said, listen, we're going to jump right into the, what's up, Jackson, my brother, man? Hey, voice of college football in the house, man. My family, my brothers tapping in, man. Appreciate the love, man. Listen, we opening the phone lines. We got 113 between between all platforms. Well, that's 113 between YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. And then how many we got in the chat on TikTok, man? Oh, snap, big homie. Let them know we see him. We see him, Devin, everybody, Godric, RJ. I see y'all in the chat. Hey, phone line about to be open. Phone line about to be open. Ole Miss record prediction. Now, JS Floyd on TikTok, I got you. Ole Miss record prediction. I got Ole Miss. They giving me 6-6-ish. 6-6-ish. I mean, they I'm just saying, man, they give me 6-6-ish. You know what I'm saying? For real. And I'm not trolling. I think this year gets out of hand for them. The offense is usually what the catalyst has been. Last year, it was a balance with the defense. I don't trust Pete Golden. Pete Golden got to run it back. He got to spin the block for me to believe, especially with young guys. We saw how he struggled at Bama, and he might have learned from that. Having to put young guys out there so early. He's going to have to do it this year. We're going to see. And they hit the portal, too. So, seeing how guys, translate into the system. So, without further ado, y'all, let's get into the phone call segment here on the Coach Smook Network. Somebody say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Phone call segment up next right after you listen.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. You're talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips, the perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
It's not going to take us a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just feel sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Let's go, chat. Come on. Turn up like the deuce in the loner in the night. I don't even know what that song is. I just remember my partner used to say it all the time. It was a little catchy tune I used to rock. But hey, we got our first call on the line, chat. I want to welcome in our first caller. Let's see, can we get him on the line? All right, let me turn the music down real quick. I think, chat, let me know if the music good real quick. And then we're going to see. We're going to get the... All right, here we go. Yo, what's up? You in the game with Coach Smook. Say your name. All right, Jay, can you, let me see. Can I turn him up a little bit? Chat, can y'all hear him? Yeah, we got you. Let's go. Go ahead, man. What you got to say, brother? How you feeling today?
Good, man. Have to give you a hard time about that top spot.
Come on, man.
All of them? Did Chris get to you? Tell us the truth.
Chris, who?
I don't know that guy that always talks all that junk in everybody's channel. Awesome.
Man, nah, man. You know what? Real talk. I'm just looking at the rosters, man, and I
What's that quarterback? Really?
Yes, I did, man. This is Hugh Freeze, bro, and I hate it. Jason, look at my face. I freaking hate it, Jason. I freaking hate it. But I'm not. I'm in this business, man, and I gotta be honest. I can't be. You get what I'm saying? I'm in this business. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf this year. You know what I'm saying? And like, let's look at it, man. That wide receiver room, young but dangerous, bro. Young but dangerous.
No, it's good. The wide receivers still.
Yeah.
I think they have a bunch of problems except for quarterback. I don't think that.
But if he's not, man, they're confident in what they can do with Deuce, how he can move the pocket, throw on the run. Hugh Freeze does that, man. And a guy.
Expecting a freshman to come in and fix
Hey, hey, Bama might do it with Keelan. Come on now. Yeah, true. But it's not necessarily about the quarterback every time. I don't think Anthony Richardson was as good as Jalen Milroe, right? But Billy Napier put him in favorable positions to make him look like an elite quarterback. And you look what happened when he got to the league. I mean, he's struggling, finally starting to progress. The game is slowing down. We see him trying to mature, coming off the injury and everything. So it's things happening for him now at the next level. But collegiately, we've seen systems like guys like Hugh Freeze, Steve Sarkisian. I even say I'll give it credit to Kelly when he had what's his name at LSU. So I don't know, man. It's just that's the only reason I give Auburn the nod. At number 3, that schedule is favorable, man. Who did they pay? How much did they pay him so we can know next year?
I think right out the gate they got to do with Baylor. That's a better quarterback right there, and they're going to have a defense that's going to be a problem for them on the road.
I don't know, man. I don't think they lean on the pass game against Baylor. I don't think Baylor will have the front to take 40 carries from the Auburn rotation and running backs and Jackson Arnold in the run game.
The one thing they do is the one thing they do well with Baylor is defense with David Rand. That's the one thing they do well. So they've got a good quarterback and their offense is playing good too. They're one of the picks for the top of the league in the Big 12. I'm not saying that they would do anything in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you that's a tough game right off the bat.
Right. Y'all can't hear Jason? Can y'all hear Jason now? Y'all should be able to hear him. He should be loud and clear. I think they can hear. They should be able to hear because we sure been talking.
No, that's what I'm just saying. Right out the gate, in case they didn't hear that. Right out the gate, you're going to Baylor. It's a tough place to go play, and the one thing they're going to do is play good defense under David Rand.
Right.
They're going to do that. Plus, they got one of the top quarterbacks in the country. He looked really good last year. I'm surprised he stayed at Baylor, to be quite honest with you. But that's right out the gate. And Jackson Arnold, I don't know, man. So that's the work. He was going to have to talk him into having some kind of, confidence in himself. And going up against a defense like that you don't know where the blitz is coming from, it's tough to ask Jackson Arnold.
100.
I think they got a nail biter right out the gate. And then they got to go to Oklahoma.
Right.
By then you might end up with 2. But the thing about that is, if you've got a freshman quarterback going up against a Venable defense, he's never seen anything like it, and he won't know where it's coming from. They'll put him in a blender. They're gonna have 2 losses. At least one. They might get 5. They might get.
I just feel like David Randall, great defensive coordinator, but the Jimmies and the Joes matter at some point. And Hugh Freeze is going to scheme. Hugh Freeze, week 1. If this was week 4, I like Baylor with a better chance, right? But week 1, where you're literally throwing it out there, you're figuring it out as you throw it out there. I think Auburn will be more fit to carry out and win and be able to outlast. And they're on the road. Mind you, they're on the road. But I think you got enough experience in Jackson Arnold. As trash as he played last year with Oklahoma, I think you got enough experience there. I think being in a new place, there's this false sense of confidence that you kind of walk in with. And all you need in this early in the season, weeks 1 through 4, all you need is a little spark, Jason. You know that. We see it with Notre Dame year in and year out up until last year.
Week 4 to OU, so they'll have 2 weeks of cupcakes coming into soon.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They
better hope in Auburn. They better hope that Duke is ready. Jackson won't. Nah, man, I'm just calling a bunch of talk. Listen, the one other thing I wanted to ask you, this is a great question, and I think it's a fair question. I feel like, I don't know about what, I feel like if Ty Simpson was supposed to be that guy, it feels like he would have already been. If he hasn't separated already from Keelan, I don't know, man. I think that Alabama is, it's either 1 or 2 for me in the whenever I'm ranking the history. They're either 1 or 2 for me. I'm okay with 1, but I think that if you're looking at Garrett Nussmeier, I think that he's gonna have to be a different story. Keelan Russell should be the starter, I think, at Alabama, and I'm I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. I want to see Ty, the same Ty I saw in spring scrimmage number 2. If we can have that Ty consistently, naturally that you see players get better as the season goes on, right? If we can have that level of Ty from scrimmage 2, I think it's, hey, put Keelan Russell, wrap him up. Let's hold him for emergency purposes only. Let's save him for next year, because I like what we're bringing in with the recruiting class. We're going to be talking about Bama signees next week. As he just now posted. Dang, I should have went on ahead and posted the video. I don't know, man. I feel like Ty Simpson, with all the weapons that's available, you got a veteran Isaiah Horton, you got a Jeremy Bernard, you got second-year Ryan Williams, you got all of that hype behind the guys behind them. You got the running back depth that's just straight up. You got NFL running backs, 3 NFL running backs right now, NFL caliber running backs back there. It's like whichever quarterback you put out there, it won't be a lot of pressure on them if the offensive line, does their job. Everything else around it, you're kind of like, there's no question about it. You put the right 5 offensive linemen out there, and me personally, looking at what I had to watch during spring ball, and I made it to first and second scrimmage. I didn't make it to A-Day practice or the scrimmage before A-Day, but that second scrimmage, if I got what I got from Ty and what I got from Keelan and Austin Mack, if I'm going to get that all season, if that's what I got to go based off with, I'm fine with Ty. I will take Ty, and I'm stamping it, but. I don't think that's the end. I don't think that's the end right there, and I don't think the coaching staff believes that.
I'm really opposite. I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm asking.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Everybody knows I'm pro Keelan. I just feel like the new guys should just get out there and spin. I think there's a different energy about it. You can limit them. You can kind of grow and have the full offense grow at a pace, But also, I'm comfortable with Ty, as we get another caller in. So, Jason, go ahead and close us out, man. What you got, brother? Hey, y'all make sure y'all go follow Hall of Fame, Jason. Hall of Fame, college football. Jason Watkins over there. Y'all know y'all better rock with my brother. For sure, bro. Hey, we'll be on this thing again, bro. Hey, y'all, Jason Watkins, chat. Jason Watkins. And I ain't gonna let him say it. He gonna say, oh, he hung up before he said it. I know Jason be trying me, chat. Y'all know he'll try to sneak in a boomer. He be trying to sneak one in. We ain't gonna let him get one today. Not today. Not today, Jason. we ain't gonna call him saying, we gonna say, not today, Jason. Let's go, chat. 334-625-1121. 334-625-1121. We had a 205 number call in. 205-504. Yeah, make sure you call in. I ain't gonna get your number out. We got a number on the line.
Your boy Ballard.
Oh. Yo, Ballard, you in the game? Talk to me, man.
Yeah, Coach, how we doing?
I'm good, man. How about yourself, man? It's good to hear your voice, man. Everybody, if you don't recognize the voice, it's my bro Christian Ballard from Ballard Sports Media, man. Checking in over here on the Coach Smook Network. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you. You have a good show going tonight, man. For real, man. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about some Alabama football. It was great talking with you this morning on my channel, as always.
Yeah, make sure, hey, shout your channel out before we even get started, man. Make sure y'all listen up. Shout him out, Mary J. If you can get it in the on the banner for us, go ahead and put him and Jason. We'll put in the ticker at the bottom. All right, but yeah, man, shout your stuff out, Christian.
Yeah, follow me on X at Ballard Sports, BALLARD Sports, and it's always Ballard Sports Media on YouTube. But yeah, I wanted to talk about tonight, like, how do you feel about the O-line for Alabama, man? I've heard one of our defensive studs, I kind of remember who it was. I think it was Tim Keenan, and I think it was LT Overton, said that this spring it was really tough going up against the offensive line this year. And honestly, man, I know we talk about like our quarterback situation and all. I think the talent at quarterback is there, but I also would say that, nothing can happen offensively for us to break out if the O-line doesn't get it together. But could you see it being one of the best?
And in the country right now, yes. Now, is this one of those old lines that when we look back on Alabama history, can we put them in like the top 3 groups, top 5? I think collectively how they're going to produce, yes. I think you have talent there. I just don't think we have 5 dudes. You know what I'm saying? I think Cam Dewberry is still developing. I think Wilkin Formby is going to pop this year. And we still haven't seen Caden Proctor really dominate like we've expected. Like it was a lot of hype around Caden Proctor. And if we're being honest, he wasn't the best offensive lineman on the offensive line the last 2 years. He's been probably more so of we see Caden Proctor show up in big games, and then the games that can be overlooked or quote unquote cupcake games, that's when we see him struggle, and that's not right. How do you do that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I just, I think, especially with Caden Proctor, man, like we got some dudes up front and everything, but Caden Proctor, I think it has to start with him. I think it does. I love guys that center like Brailsford, but he was a big time recruit. He originally committed to Iowa. He then flipped and signed with us. He transfers to Iowa, then he comes back. He's had an interesting journey, and I wonder if because he transferred to Iowa for a bit, I don't know if that played a factor in maybe the way he played last year. I know that you probably should put it behind and move forward and stuff like that. But he had an interesting offseason last year. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully we get it together for him this year. I think he could have a big season for us, pending he stays healthy and stays with Alabama. Let's hope. But no, I think we're in a good position for the O-line. I really believe that. I would say top 5. I don't know about top 3. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I look at other teams out there like Ohio State, probably going to have a really good O-line.
Yep, I was going to say that. Yep, Ohio State was definitely. I don't know about Texas, man. I think Texas. Really? That's why I think they're going to struggle. I think is that their left guard. I believe it's the left guard. And Jason will tell you, we've been talking about this for weeks now, and I think Texas needs to realize this before it really smacks them in the face. Archie Mann is going to be great. There's no question about it. The receiver core, you got a lot of talent there. I think you got 2 running backs in that room that can be placed in the top 15 in the country. Realistically, both running backs, top 15 style running backs. I think you have enough there, skill position, but that left tackle, I believe, or left guard, left tackle, one of them, and then your right guard position, you're returning some, but he struggled in a lot of games last year. That interior offensive line was a lot of his fault. You get what I'm saying? So you look at the pass rushers they're going to be facing early in the season. I think that kind of shakes them and puts a little stumble in their road to that getting over the hump and being one of those teams, man.
No, I got you. Also, I would say this before I get out of here. SEC Football Cold Truth for your channel or for your stream name tonight, man. That's a interesting topic there.
What's that now?
I think,
What was that again?
The title you got for tonight's show, SEC Football Cold Truth.
Yeah.
So I think there are some teams out there that need to come to their senses of reality.
Oh Lord!
And if I gotta call someone out because they're calling out my guy, well, let me say this. I do believe. Let's talk about this beef with Diego Pavia and Ryan Williams, man.
Oh.
Right. Okay, let's get into it because technically speaking, I think did Ryan Williams not fire the shots first when he was asked about Vandy somewhere, and then Pavia responded, and now we got this beef going. But I do think Ryan Williams is correct. We are going to kill an ant with a sledgehammer. I believe that because I could see a scenario, even though I like Pavia, I think he's great. I think that Vandy, who had a really good year this past year, a lot of people expect them to be that good or better. I don't think they're going to be better, man. I don't think they take major steps back, but I think they just average, making a ball game, just getting by.
Yeah, I think 7-5, 6-6 around that area. I think Vandy's going to be the only reason Vandy got so much attention last year because of beating Alabama. Vandy has won big games before, You remember when they beat Georgia? Everybody made this big deal about them, and they ended up being like a 4-8 team.
Yeah.
Like, it happens, man. It happens. So I don't expect Vandy. I think they're 7-6 win team, you know. But yeah, I think let's talk about this beef, man. So I was looking at, you know, some of the little sayings and stuff people were saying, you know, the fans get to chirping. And I want Bama fans to understand this. And this is me talking to my nephews. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking to my I ain't talking to Bama football players right now. I'm talking to young men that I look at as nephews. You know, they a few of them could be my sons or little brothers or whatever. And I'm like, man, look, all this back and forth don't mean nothing, because they have the real hardware. They got what counts. They got what's on the field. So why are we even giving it attention? Why we and see that's the new age generation that I just can't get with. You know, I'll entertain something to a certain degree, only when summoned, right? We're gonna only, but I don't think Pavia summoned Ryan Williams. I think Ryan Williams made a little slick like, but if you gonna do that, it should be Ryan Williams doing it. If you're gonna do it, it should be Ryan Williams. So I don't have a problem with it. I like it. That lets me know we not adopting no soft mentality, something that the fan base accused Kalen DeBoer and his staff of having, right? Saying that they're too nice, this, that, and the third. You allowing these jokers to basically educationally pop off and clap back. I love it. I love what Ryan Williams did. And I think more players are going to follow up with it. I like what Jeremiah Beamer's energy is right now. Quay Russaw. A lot of these guys are just, we got that old Bama feel still. It's dressed up a little bit differently.
Yeah, I will say this. It's kind of internet beef and stuff going on with Williams and Bobby right now. But I did make a video the other day, and I said this. And I tried to give credit to Bobby. Like, all I said was I admire the confidence, you know, kind of thing. He didn't necessarily throw us under the bus or throw shade. All he said was, I have no doubt we have the guys to do it. I'm reading this quote here. He said, we have the firepower, we have the depth, we have the defense, the offense. Like, we would be selling ourselves short if I was to sit here and tell you that we don't have the faith to go and win the national championship. All I said was, in my video, I admire the confidence. That's all I said.
Yeah. And what competitor is not? Come on.
Because I do think they're better. Yeah.
And you're a competitor.
Yeah.
You would be a fool to not, as your quarterback. Like, I don't care. Y'all remember we was clowning Vandy the week before we played them. Bama, we won Bama. Y'all remember we was clowning on this channel. We was and then that night y'all stayed up on this phone line until 4 a.m. 4 a.m. y'all had me late for church Sunday morning. Scared to walk into church because all them doggone Georgia fans at my church and the Auburn fans was just waiting on us. But yeah, Christian, but I hear you on that, man. And I really think Texas is one of those teams that need to kind of wake up and before reality hit them in the face. We won't be hearing from many Texas fans around week 6, week 7. They've been died off by then. I think it'll be probably after.
And it's crazy because, you know, I love Sark, man. I wish them the best and all that. But, like, nah, that's a team that, like you said, man, they got to wake up a little bit and face the music, as they say.
Yeah, yep. Facts, 100%. But yeah, Bradley, I appreciate you for calling in, man. Let the people know one more time where to follow you at, man. And we'll catch you on the next one. You already know. We got a collab coming up, chat too. Surprise, booyah.
Yeah, y'all follow me at Ballard Sports on Twitter and Ballard Sports Media on YouTube.
100%, man. That's my guy, man. Y'all give it up for Ballard Sports Media. My guy, Christian Ballard, man. Hey, much love, bro. I appreciate you for supporting, and you know I'm rocking with you, man.
Awesome, Coach. Love, man.
All right, man. Take it easy, brother. Yeah, man. Give it up, man. Christian Ballard. My guy, phone line is open 334-625-1121, man. We got another 30 minutes on this phone line. Y'all go ahead. Hey, chat. All y'all in the chat talking. I see TikTok over there chatting it up. Let me go through my TikTok chat. What's up, Brett? Good to see you, Brett. 334-625-1121. 334-625-1121. That's the number to call in. Call in, say your name, and put me in the game. Coach Smook will get you on that line. Have us a good time. Talk to your boy. Hey, we got the man calling in. Y'all know what time it is.
Zach Willie.
Yo, Zach. Yo, Zach, you in the game. What you say, man?
What's good, Coach Smith?
What's up, man? What you say, man?
Man, it's great. But yeah, I agree with what your top five from for the SEC this coming up season. I honestly think Bama has the opportunity to have a top three offense and defense this year if everything goes as planned and everything pops off like we think it will this year. And so I'm excited. And we know Georgia fans, I'm going to say this because we can say this from experience with T-Rob. T-Rob isn't going to bring y'all a championship. I'm sorry to say that. I mean, when we had T-Rob as our defensive back coach, the most penalized defense in all of college football.
Hey, what them boys were doing last year? Reaching, hugging, grabbing, snatching. We out there at the tailgate party watching these Georgia DBs. We calling flags left and right, man. I remember some of it, Zach, believe it or not. Just in case you try to. I know you're going to try to throw some shade, Zach. I remember a lot of that night. I remember a lot of it. Chat. And I don't want nobody in the chat to start laughing either. If you don't know what we talk about, you start laughing, I'm going to put you in timeout for 10 seconds. We ain't got chairs in this office, in this studio yet. But best believe, Mary J., order the chairs. We putting the chairs in the studio. I need a timeout chair right here. They're going to be looking out towards the field. They're not even going to be able. I'm going to put you in timeout. You're going to be in the field. Laugh. Watch. I see a laughing face, laughing emoji. I'm going to put you in timeout. Put money on it. Go ahead, Zach. I had to just make sure nobody laugh. You know, we had to set it straight. Folks be trying to.
But yeah, Jason, I'm sorry, man. I love your content, love you as a person, but Oklahoma, I don't think Oklahoma's going to be it this year. I don't think they're top 5. Maybe top 10. Top 5. Sorry.
Zach, Jason go fight you, man. You know he coming to T-Town for the game, man. You know he coming in town, and you better. I ain't getting in between y'all, man. I ain't dropping my food for nobody. I promise y'all. You know I ain't dropping no food for nobody. Y'all better wait, man. But Zach, final thoughts on the on the situation with Ryan Williams and Diego Pavia, man. And then what fan base need to check themselves before they rake themselves? I want to hear this. What fan base need to check themselves before they wreck themselves, except the cold hard truth? Oh, I knew it. I thought he was gonna go for Auburn at first, but Zach been on his Georgia tear for about a good month and a half now. Go ahead, Zach. What Georgia fans need to realize?
Georgia fans are on a downward spiral, and they need to realize that that Kirby Smart's going to have to make adjustments in his style of defense for modern day football.
Facts. I think that defensive scheme is getting phased out. I think we saw it happening with Coach Saban's style of defense, and we kind of saw Kirby Smart utilize a kind of evolved version of what Coach Saban was doing, but a lot of the base structure was literally he helped Coach Saban develop that defensive scheme, you know. And I think the more freedom he gives the safeties in his style is what causes that defense to be in a lot of conflict against high power offenses. So I can't wait to see what develops with Georgia. I just don't see this being their year. If Georgia can get to 8 wins, I think that's a solid year for them. They have a solid schedule this year for the first time in a while. I know Georgia fans want to talk about playing Oregon in week 1 and all. No, you guys you got Oregon with a first year starter. You got all this veteran experience you had 2-3 years ago that you were putting on the field year in, year out. I mean, returning 200 plus snaps on each side of the ball. Like, kill it. You have a young roster now. You have an inexperienced roster. This is going to be the first time since Kirby took over at Georgia that I truly believe that he has a roster that is really, really inexperienced in a lot of spots. A lot of spots, not just the quarterback with a whole bunch of experience around them. They're inexperienced across the board for the first time in a long time, and I think it's gonna hit them in a few spots. I don't think they're gonna be trash, but they're not going to be a 9-10 win team. 100%.
This year is going to be their first year under Kirby Smart that they have to actually rebuild. Like last year was our first time in 17 years that we had to rebuild because we had Nick State.
100%, Zach. Kalen DeBoer, I know what you meant.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zach. Anything else, man?
No, that's it, bro. Time my AAA family. I'll holler at y'all later.
Zach, hold on. Before you go, you better not be out at no party acting up. You sound like what you doing? Hold on, let me turn this music down. Chat. Hold on. You what?
I was sitting in my bedroom.
Oh, okay. I thought you said something else. All right, Zach. Good night, man. I'll catch up with you later, man.
All right.
All right, y'all. Zach Willie, man. That's the guy. The voice of the AAA, man. Y'all know that's one of our moderators, man. He gonna call in every phone call segment. If he missed one, we know to call and check on him. How about that? Y'all think it's a game? We not playing. No, seriously. If he missed a phone call segment, we definitely gonna make sure we call. They said the volume on the callers is all of them. Oh, really? What about now? Mic check. All right, we'll check the next one because I'll boost it up once we cut it. I'll boost it up when we cut it. Mic check 1 2. Because if I turn that up, that's gonna be too loud. I'm gonna turn this down right here. Mic check. Can y'all good? DeBoer gonna be the next coach to win a natty for us. Oh, I think so too. Six from the South. I see you over there tapping in, man. Hey, 334-625-1121. We got time for 2 more phone calls, chat. Come on. Let's fill it up. Let's have some more conversation. I want to hear from some of the other fan bases, man. I want to hear what y'all got to say. Y'all got so much to say in these comments. Y'all be running it up in these shorts, talking all this smack. Y'all be on my TikTok shorts, on my page, on TikTok. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call you out right now. I'm about to call you out. I'm gonna send you this live link, right? Hold on, let me get the link. I'm gonna send you this live link so you could call in, brother. Mr. Auburn fan that was talking crazy. He wasn't really talking crazy, y'all. We was having some good conversation about some Alabama football. Okay, we got a caller on the line, y'all. Let's see who it is. Y'all. This might be one. Let's see. Yo, what's up? You in the game? Say your name and put me in the game, coach.
Put me in the game. Y'all know who this is. Chasing the Bass, a.k.a. it's your boy, Bass.
Well, good, man. Hey, I ain't got the number saved. I thought I had me one, man. Mary J, I thought we had one. God dog it. What's up, man? Yeah, man, I got my dog, man, the real one, man. AAA to the day he go, baby. Let's go, baby. Authenticity above all, man. Roll Tide. What's good, brother? Good to hear your voice, man.
Roll Tide, baby. Man, don't nobody want to smoke with us. I know what we coming to do. I know what we coming to do.
Let's get it, man. What time you on, man?
And the football team. We coming to Red Stop.
Yes, sir.
Out of here, everybody. Oh, y'all gonna 83 and up? No, bro. That was last year. New coaching in. Everybody getting settled in, man, bro. It's gonna be a different ball game. Y'all heard my boy Ryan told y'all. We come to smash ant with a helmet, dog. I'm talking about Thor.
Yeah.
I know regular.
Yeah.
We bringing Thor.
And
I don't know. Diego Pavia, he didn't got his little juice in from last year, so they slipped by us. You know what I'm saying? He's feeling this still. Now you gotta go in there and pop the balloon with a little pin, deflate. Let him know like that.
Facts. Facts, man.
We just put a little coaching change. That's all. We back, baby. It's okay. We coming back. You know what I'm saying? We good. We straight.
I like that energy.
We gonna be good. The offense gonna be good. We gonna let Ty rock out the way Ty needs to rock out. I'm praying that Ty get out there and show his behind.
Hey,
That's all it is.
you know what?
Got 3 quarterbacks in the room that's ready.
Yeah, and that's what I want everybody to understand. My viewpoints and my stance is just my personal opinion and what I would like as an offensive coordinator, right? My mind and what I think, what's best for Alabama. It's so hard to choose, man, and because of it, like I don't care if it's Ty, great. I think we just as good. If it's Keelan, I think we do something different. I think we get a different feel from it because of the excitement and the abnormalcy of what we're seeing happen, right? And then it forces the other side, the defensive coordinators, to really be unprepared. You're talking about a true freshman that you don't know if you can throw the regular true freshman tricks at him on the defensive side. You don't know that because of what he's doing and how he's showcasing. So you're looking at it and you're thinking like, well, we can say the same thing about Ty. We haven't seen Ty have to really diagnose and game plan and really go out and see a defense turn the page and use the second phase of what they were trying to do to stop the offense. We've never seen him do that. So it's a good mystery to have, but at the same time, it's one of those ones where you don't want it to drag into 3, 4, 5, week 5, week 6, right? Because that's when we get to the spots where it really matters. So I'm right there with you. I think Bama's ready. I think Ty Simpson is going to perform well. Florida State is going to be a great game for him. I think they're going to have enough talent to really showcase how he adjusts throughout the game. And then going after that, it's just a matter of picking up momentum and continuing to get better.
First up game, in the middle.
Facts. Yeah, they ain't talking about that.
Same thing that happened to me here.
Every time.
They said, oh, it was safe. Well, the boy just told you last year that it wasn't safe. That's script.
Yeah. Yep. And it's crazy that Georgia fans they're the ones echoing that y'all done, same as going, y'all are done. Well, shoot, if we're done with that phase of being, dominant, and we come back with a whole new coach and we come and display the similar, you get what I'm saying, similar results. What are you saying? Like, is it are we done or are you done? Like, that's the real question. Are you regressing? And Georgia, I really think they're going to be a good team next year. Not this season. I think they'll be really good next year because of the transition they'll go through this year. If they can retain guys, if they can keep guys out the portal, if they could stack this recruiting class, because if you look at their recruiting class right now, Georgia's not popping like they have been in recent years. Not early. They got some names. They got some 3 stars and support. They not hedging with a lot of these 5 stars. So we're going to see what's happening with Georgia. And maybe Kirby might be on his way out in the next 2-3 years. Who knows? Who knows?
I ain't gonna do this long.
Yep.
He ain't got too much long.
Yeah.
He ain't got too much long.
Kirby, what, 54, chat? 54, 55?
He's not trying to coach that long. The man that made his money, he making money. That man gonna be setting himself up with time.
So the question is, Georgia fans, what y'all gonna do?
They gonna cry.
What y'all gonna do when Kirby go, Georgia fans? Y'all always asking us what we're gonna do with with Saban go. We doing it. What y'all gonna do?
They gonna be in your chat like your boy Darius Fontaine, and they're whooping about nothing. That's what they gonna be in there.
Oh man, Darius, you seen Darius came back, man? Darius. Yeah, man, Darius need to come on through, man. This will be a good night for Darius to get on here and get y'all riled up. I like when Darius get on, man. Especially during the season. I went back and I watched the episode when Darius called in after the Oklahoma loss, y'all, and he had me triggered. That was the first time I had let somebody get under my skin in the chat in a long time, bro. I just couldn't bear it, man. It was a moment, bro. Oh man, Oklahoma.
They finally seen Bama do more than 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's their first time seeing this about
2012, I think.
Yeah, when Saban won the championship, turned around and went 10-3.
Yeah.
They ain't seen Bama lose 3 games since, bro. They hurting. They been mad. Everybody, well, they been saying players young. Nah, I don't want to hear none of that, bro. We been monkey stomping.
Monkey stomp.
Austin Stunner and everything. Ask me a bill. Can I get in here too?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh man. Hey, and that's the funny thing about it, man. I think once reality sets in, I think they rather just let the game be played on the field, because all that other stuff they be talking, it don't be factual, it don't be relevant. They just be woofing.
Go out everybody that ain't a Bama. Coming in smoke check. We Coach Smook check. Talking all that noise that you get beat during the season or before we go out here and beat you. Smook ain't gonna say nothing back to you. He gonna kill you with kindness. But me, I'm with it. I'm with it. I got a fully loaded clip. I like these YNs out here. I got to I'm telling y'all, all this shit. Keep playing those.
Let's go.
I'm throwing you out there.
Let's go.
Hands off Fresh Prince. You better be ready for it.
Let's go.
I'm gonna let y'all have it. I let y'all do all this talking last year. Everybody on Twitter and it. Y'all did a little talking. You ready this year? I'm coming with y'all. I'm coming like Henry Lamar. I'm gonna drop on you as soon as you say. I'm gonna rain on your party like he did first. You gonna go stop. You not like it. Let that be known, y'all. Not like it. We the real blue.
What they talking about though? What they talking about? They talking about that?
They ain't talking about
They talking about that? Let go, man. Roll time, man. Let's go, chat. Give it up for that boy Thad, man. That boy turning up in the chat. Give it up. Let's go, man. Tap that screen on TikTok, man. And run the likes up on YouTube, man. This is a vibe right here, chat. This is a vibe right here, man. Y'all keep it up, man. Y'all got me hyped, man. And made me stand up. Y'all like the stand-up scene on it. We're gonna be doing more stand-up live streams, y'all. We got the green screen set up. We're gonna be getting this thing squared away, y'all. We was doing the stand-up gaming stream earlier. It really looked like I'm standing up in the studio, don't it? That look good, chat. We're gonna get the right lighting so we ain't got the shadow. What you think, Mary J? Thumbs up, Mary J. Thumbs up, Mary J. Chat, what y'all think? TikTok, what y'all think? We got 44 viewers over there. It done came through on TikTok. Tap that screen for your boy 6. What it look like, man? We could do the stand up. Y'all see your boy getting a little weight on me, man. We getting some weight. Blitz, Bama Blitz. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, listen. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight, y'all. For real. I before we get ready to segue and close out, I just want to thank y'all, because tonight, I mean, just the whole day was great. Gaming content was fire. Morning show was fire. We had some news, man. We had players calling us, while we was getting off the gaming stream, prospects calling us. This is gonna be a great weekend. I think some specials in store for us. So let's do one last little segue. Let's do this segue and let's get up out of here. Closing remarks, and then we're gonna be back with the Coach Smook Call-In Show, closing out the show, man. I appreciate y'all for being here. And once again, man, y'all continue to support the network. And remember, when you see me in the streets, I let me say, put me in the game. Join that AAA family.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Yeah, appreciate you, everybody. Appreciate y'all, everybody. Thank y'all once again. Thank y'all for being here, supporting the Coach Smook Network. But also, shout out to every content creator that called in tonight, man. We heard some quality voices on the phone line, gave us some good dialogue, great support there. Shout out to Hall of Fame Jason, Hall of Fame college football Jason Watkins, man. Make sure y'all go and check out his channel, right? Make sure y'all go check him out. Shout out to my brother, my other brother, both of my brothers, man. Christian Ballard over there, Christian Ballard Media, right? Did I say that right? Christian Ballard CBM, Christian Ballard Sports Media. Make sure y'all just go check him out. Ballard Sports Media, Ballard Sports Media, BSM, Ballard Sports Media. Go check them out, man. They're gonna give you the informative. They're actually starting. They had me laughing in their chat yesterday, man. I just like the pureness, man. The raw fit, like just the rawness of content. When you're able to not try to box yourself in and really push yourself, I love that for these content creators, man. And these are Bama creators. You know, people always say, they try to push this narrative that I have beef with nothing but Bama content creators. No, my beef is with you trash content creators that keep trying to throw salt on my name, you know, and then throwing the rock and trying to hide your hand. You know, that's my beef. You take a 20-second statement and make a 17-minute response video and tag me in it and expect me not to laugh at you, bum. But anyways, chat, thank y'all for supporting, for being here, turning up with your boy, man. Great phone call segment. Mary J, I almost did it. We made it to the last 5 minutes of the show, and I just could not. I could not, man. I'm a freaking failure, Mary J. Mary J, I'm a failure. I failed. Nah, we did. I think we did good. I think we did very good. You told me I could get one slap, and I swung. I think I smacked. So I slapped. And then, yeah, we slapped. Yeah, it is that fault. Let's blame that. Let's blame that. Hey, appreciate you. Appreciate you, dog. Hey.
Lolly voice.
Appreciate you, dog. Thank you for having my back. Thank you for having my back. Because I was supposed to be a good boy the whole street.
Well, yeah, chat. Appreciate y'all for tapping in again. And then Jordan, I know you've been waiting. So I ain't even gonna do it. James Love, what's good, man? Hey, y'all, James been tapping in on Twitter. I mean, not Twitter. He's been tapping in on TikTok for a while, supporting game content. He comes through over here. Show his love. He said he started his gaming content over on Twitch, y'all. So if we can catch him, he said he's gonna be live at 10 p.m. I won't be playing late tonight, but if James playing, let's go check in on James' Twitch. And James, you can drop your Twitch handle in the Discord. Join the Discord and put your Twitch handle. Share it in the locker room. Please do that for us, man, and we'll get you squared away there and support you through there. Now, with that being said, shout out to all of our sponsors, everybody that's been supportive of Coach Smook Network, both monetary and resource-wise value. Shout out to Ghost Energy Drink. Shout out to Athlon. Shout out to every high school program that we've been able to network with across the country to help our kids get checked out on our Tuesday and Thursday segments, our highlight review segments. We might do a random one tomorrow just to drop some and get some more guys' names out there instead of waiting till Tuesday. I just feel good, man. I feel so good. I really do. I feel like we in a special place. I feel like you get what I'm saying? Oh boy, when they start doing that, they doing a little too much to that. Ooh, what we do? Yeah. So with that being said, man, it's your boy Coach Smook here on the Coach Smook Network. Listen, make sure y'all go subscribe to my other channels, Smook Hines and at Coach Smook Gaming on YouTube. Also, go make sure y'all go. Linktree got everything in it. I'm gonna update everything tonight. We might have a late night tonight, so I'm gonna update everything so everybody can be there. The merch, y'all, go check out the merch. Go check out the merch. Go check out the merch. Pricing changing at the full effect tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I think it's 2:30 a.m. It'll be full effect. Y'all want to check out the merch prices? I'm telling y'all gonna be like, oh, what in the world is this boy doing? It ain't even for me to make money. It's just so we can get the word out and get more people. My boy King Brian said Bama is cooked. Oh, that's my Georgia fan from TikTok. Gotta be. Hey, Brian, I will leave the phone line open for another 5 minutes if you call in 334-625-1121. I would love to hear your take, Mr. Georgia fan. I would love to. Mary J, we got about 5-10 minutes, don't we? Chat, we got about 5-10 minutes to indulge a Georgia fan. That's just here. No, Dad, please don't run them off. Don't run them off. You know they get scared when a beat dog run up to y'all trying to act tough and you jump up and they tuck their tail. That's what they be doing. That's what they be doing. Hey, Jason, ain't no nope, not when you. We'll talk about it. Thad, Brian, what you want to do, man? We got the phone line. What you want to do? He ain't gonna say nothing. I don't think he want no smoke, chat. We don't need. You don't need 3 hours to respond to it. Who's that coming down the track? Ah, man, nobody. Nah, he don't want no smoke, chat. He ain't know y'all was gonna come like that. Hey, but anyways, man, we'll catch y'all on the next one Monday evening. We have our next call-in show. Y'all tap in, man. I can't wait to see y'all. And remember, when you see me in the street, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Roll Tide. Be blessed.
Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok. Subscribe. You do roll with the tide.